What's poppin', people? I'm Robert and this is the Crypto Corner. But before we get started, allow me to remind you to smash that notification bell, hit the like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Now on with the video. What's poppin', people? This is the Crypto Corner with Rob, and I want to thank you for coming back and joining me. But before we enter in, we have got to pay the door charges, and that is the like button. Please do me a huge favor and hit that like button. It really helps me out a lot, help get into this algorithm and get this thing going. But today, what I want to do is I want to get into some crypto slang for beginners. Okay, I know some of these, of course, I can just do them. Well, I know all of these and I can just do them off the top of my head, but I'd rather just kind of show you and just take more of a, a little bit of a methodical approach. There's a little list here defining 15 crypto slangs to avoid FOMO and FUD. Okay, so this video is for beginners. This is not for you guys who's been doing it for, 6 months, a year, last 3 years, last 5 years, or the entire life cycle of Bitcoin. This is just for those who just getting in, they're hearing these terms and not quite sure. So instead of reading this whole article and everything, we're going to get right to the definitions. Now, FOMO. In case you didn't know, FOMO is fear of missing out, okay? Fear of missing out. Now, this is a term we can use in our everyday life, but it's really entrenched itself in the crypto community. So, and it's really when somebody's feeling really uncertain, like they're gonna miss out on something, like, oh man, this particular coin, everyone's talking about it, and I need to get in or else I'm gonna miss my chance. So basically they feel like they're missing out on a buying opportunity, and they think that it's going to probably skyrocket. So FOMO, fear of missing out, and that's a dangerous feeling because you could do something reckless. Let's continue. Next term, shield. It says someone purposely promoting something for their own benefit, right? It might be one of these crap coins out there or whatever, but there's some sneaky and nefarious characters you really got to watch out for, the slimy types, because they'll just tell you anything. And it says right here, the word shield didn't originate in the crypto world, but there are many reasons why this term became popular in this space. And who would shield, you ask? Most likely someone who has invested in a particular coin that isn't doing so hot and is hoping other people would buy it and pump up the price, okay? And that way he can get, it's for their own personal gains. So that's really what shield, it's probably worthless, and, they don't want to be left holding the bag. They'd rather you be left holding the bag. So that's a shield. Next, FUD. FUD, F-U-D, is fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And a lot of that comes out, people. It happens all the time. The crypto community sentiment swing like a yo-yo from time to time, causing prices to rise or drop, okay? And FUD in cryptocurrency is a psychology trick used to spread doubt and fear, which would cause that certain coin to drop in price, okay? So people, usually, spread FUD if they don't understand a particular coin or project. And it can also happen in stocks and everything. They don't want you to, if there's just particular stock or company that they want you to stay away from, in this case, crypto, if their particular coin or project, and, they just say bad things about it, say disparaging things about it. Mainstream media, since we haven't fully adopted cryptocurrency as a viable asset class, mainstream, since they have not, then they could spread some misinformation. They could say some things, disparaging about a particular project, and they really don't know how it works. They don't really understand the utility and stuff like that. Now, I think that is changing. I think that is changing. But, we're not quite there yet. And I'm not just saying that, FUD can come from mainstream media. It can come from anywhere, okay? An individual, a dude, in his mother's basement in his underwear could be spreading FUD, social media, anything like that. So it's just fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And it's there to manipulate the market in a certain way or have a certain effect. You're going to hear hodl or hodl, right? You're going to hear that term, which really just means, hold on for dear life, okay? That's really what it is. And in the crypto terms, I just want you to hold on to your coins, okay? HODL, and it's just a famous typo, really. That's really all it is. It's a famous typo, and it just stuck, but it just simply means hold on to your, crypto in this sense. Hold on to your crypto. Don't let it go. I would definitely say if you have Bitcoin and Ethereum, I'm speaking for myself. I'm holding. I'm not selling my Bitcoin or my Ethereum. You do what you want. I'm just saying what I would do. The next term is wrecked, okay? And it's R-E-K-T, wrecked. And it's just to suffer losses from coins, that dropped in value. Like you buy a coin at $10, a coin, you buy a coin, and all of a sudden it just plummets down to like $1, So that you got wrecked. You got wrecked. You got knocked out, okay? You got wrecked. It's a crummy feeling, okay? Crummy feeling, but it's just, and it's just short. They just take off the W off the front of it. It's just really, that you got wrecked. But let's talk about the opposite, mooning, okay? And no, this does not have anything to do with your trousers or anything like that, okay? It has nothing to do with you pulling your pants down. Mooning is when they think a cryptocurrency is going to skyrocket in price and volume, when they think it's just gonna go through the roof, through the clouds, and all the way to the moon, okay? You're talking about, think about a crypto that may have been like 1 or 2 cents, right? And you buy 1,000, 2,000, 10,000, 100,000 of it, right? At a penny, right? Each, a penny or two each or whatever. And then that same crypto goes to $1 or $2 or $5 or $10. Oh, that's mooning. That's mooning. That's extreme price jump, but that's mooning. Okay, just like Bitcoin a few years ago. I mean, when it came out, Bitcoin was less than pennies. Okay, less than pennies. Okay, and we know the story of the famous pizza back then. I think they did paid like 10,000 Bitcoins at the time, right? 10,000 Bitcoins. Yeah. How much would 10,000 Bitcoins be today? Yeah. Next term, whale. Whale. And that's just an investor who owns 5% or more of any cryptocurrency, right? Of any cryptocurrency. If you own 5% of it, now it just means you have deep pockets. It just means you got a deep pocket, right? You got some billionaires out there who they could buy such a large amount of a particular crypto that it moves the needle, and there are whales, okay? And we're talking about just billionaires, institutional investors, huge groups, and they go in and they could just buy a lot. So that is a whale. Next term we're gonna talk about is pump and dump, okay? And it's pretty much what it sounds like. Pump happens when a great ton of attention leads to a coin's price increase, okay? Pump, it's going up. And then dump happens when the coin's price crashes after an associated spread of negative emotions, right? So people could be spreading FOMO, they could be spreading FUD, and it can cause a pump and dump. It can be shilled, it can be endorsed by someone, it can be promoted on social media where like a lot of people are all of a sudden, talking about this one particular, project, and it could be trash, it could be total crap. Means nothing, but everyone's just kind of pumping it, and mainly the early investors, right? Because the early investors want the other investors to come in and relieve them of having to hold the bag in case it did not go up. So other people come in, the price goes up, the original investors pull out, and you got to pump and a dump. And then when they do pull out, and then you run out of all these people buying in, the coin goes back down and you are left holding the bag. Which brings me to the next term, bag holder. Someone holding onto a coin that has plummeted in price. That's the dump part of it. That's the dump part, the bag holder. You get left holding the bag. The bag holder is honestly a synonym for a typical hoarder, hoping that one day, just one day, a sturdy plastic bag or a big cookie tin would come in handy. It's something like, it's kind of like a hoarder, right? But a bag holder, hey, it's just, you just left holding the bag if it crashes, pretty much, okay? That's pretty much what it is in the cryptocurrency space, right? But then you'll hear people talking about, we got to go get the bags. I'm trying to fill my bags and all that other stuff. So, that's just to give you an idea. The next term is sats or Satoshis, right? So if you hear sats or whatever, they're really talking about a very, very small unit of Bitcoin, okay? A small unit, okay? It's like one Satoshi is like equivalent to 0.0000001 of Bitcoin, right? So it's just fractional Bitcoin if we want to keep it nice and simple. So if you have less than a Bitcoin, you probably have Satoshis, okay? So you have actual whole units of Bitcoin. You might hear the phrase, win Lambo, okay? And it's basically just asking the question, when are we going to get rich? You know, you may hear CEO memes like, oh, I heard there's going to be Lambos, or, you know, oh, there's all kinds of memes out there. You got to take a look at them about, you know, being a Lambos, getting rich. You know, we're going to be, you know, popping champagne and swimming in money, you know, just going to be rich. Everybody's rich. Lambos for everybody. So that's really what it means. It's like, hey, when are we going to get rich? Now, the flippening, you're going to hear the flippening. It's like basically when Ethereum overtakes Bitcoin as the biggest cryptocurrency. So some people think that is going to happen. Some people think it's not going to happen. You know, it just really, you know, it just depends on what happens. It depends on this further growth. I mean, both of them definitely have a lot of growth. I would say that obviously Ethereum has a lot more utility and use case because so many other coins are built on the Ethereum platform. So we can't say that about Bitcoin, but Bitcoin is the first, and I don't think anyone's going to let that go anywhere. Okay, so no corner. You might hear something called no corner, and it's a reference to people who don't own any Bitcoin. What? Are you listening to a crypto channel? Are you going through YouTube and just going through all these different channels that talk about crypto day and night, and you still don't own any yet? You, my friend, are no corner. The next term is vaporware, okay? Vaporware, something most likely software that everyone is hyped about but never actually exists. You hear about it, and it just never comes true. Now, my example that I was thinking about, there was supposed to be a particular blockchain phone, and that sucker was like 3 years ago. This never came out, at least the one I'm thinking of. It just never came out. That's almost like vaporware right there. But in this case, you're just talking about some software, right? It says, you know, it's kind of like vapor. They say vapor because it's like, it's there, but not really. Is it? Kind of like a vapor, right? Next one would be, and last would be cryptosis. And cryptosis is a desire to engulf every bit of information about cryptocurrency. I can see how you guys will be at your computers and you're plugging and you're looking it up. And I mean, that's good. It's good to do your due diligence and stuff. And you look like a mad person. And then you might actually get on some family member's nerve because all you talk about is crypto all day. You want to consume as much crypto as possible. You want to listen to a podcast, you want to watch a video, you want to read articles. You are trying to fill every orifice with crypto information. That's what you're looking for. But, you know, hey, if you have that particular disease, it's called cryptosis. So with that, guys, I wanted to bring that to you guys for the beginners out there. And I want you guys to join me on the next one. But before I go, let me go ahead and remind you to smash that notification bell, like, share, subscribe, and I'm gonna see you guys on the next one. And this has been your crypto commentary.